What's going on, y'all? So listen. What's going on, y'all? I don't know how long this video is going to be. First of all, I had to get my mental together for the past few days or whatever. I just been a little bit off, and that's why I didn't record anything yesterday. I didn't even watch this yesterday. I watched the first half today. Just now, it's 5:24. 9 out of 10, I'm pretty sure I'm not going to do another video on this. If I do care to mention this Wendy Williams situation, I'll do it in what it is. But at this current moment, I don't even understand what left to say about all of this that can't be summed up in this one video from looking at this first 2 episodes that came on last night of Where is Wendy Williams? And I understand, I'm pretty sure the next 2 parts probably going to be talking about the fact that the family has no access to her, probably in that last episode, because they're giving you 2 episodes a night. And it's a 2-night event. When I tell you that, first of all, I need people to go into this thinking about the humanistic side of things. And granted, I understand that Wendy Williams was not like the nicest person in the sense that, you know, she had no issue with just putting people's business out on forefront, you know, saying whatever it was that she wanted that came to her mind, having no, you know, filter or whatever. You could say that she was a bad person or this or whatever, because we've seen the comments where people saying that everything that is going on with Wendy Williams right now is her karma for the way that she treated people back in the day, how she was on her radio show, how she was on her show, all of that. I mean, in a sense, I can understand where you're coming from, but just me, because that lady ain't ever done nothing personal to me, and I know how entertainment is, and I know how people do a lot of stuff for clicks and views, and, you know, they do things that's salacious, they say salacious stuff just so that people can tune in, and because 9 out of 10, that is their personality too. But at the same time, yes, we can agree that she done said some foul stuff, and she done some foul stuff, but at the same time, what Wendy is doing ain't no different than what some of y'all did back in the day when she was on TV, when she was on the radio. It's no different from some of the stuff that y'all look at today. The blogs that we watch, the videos that we watch that give us entertainment news, the blogs that we read that give us news, it's the same thing. Okay, so, you know, we all involved in it, right? To one point or another. But here's my thing. I can look at a person and I can see the downfall, and I can see the suffering, and I can see just when a person is getting taken advantage of, even when I don't agree fully with any or most of the stuff that they do. But at the same time, just because I am a human and I seen how it is to deal with somebody with alcoholism, to deal with somebody with drug issues, and that was all up in my family. That was all up in my family, okay? And both of those people died. I sat and I'm sorry, y'all. It's getting personal because I was so disgusted. That, one, I'm not mad at people that can't look outside of Wendy Williams and what she did in the past to see that this is really heartbreaking from what we've seen, right? And what's going on with her now, with her health and everything and the people that's around her. But also, it's like the fact that this was approved to actually be made. And then people want to say, oh, well, she approved it. She executive produced it. She did this. She did that. But given the fact that we found out now that not only do she have dementia, she has aphasia as well. And she has the exact same thing that Bruce Willis has. And I'm pretty sure if you go and you see some of the videos that have been recent that that they put out, I remember the most recent one, he can't remember a lot of stuff. He can't remember stuff, okay? And it affects your speech, it affects your thought process, it affects just about everything. That's why he can't act anymore, because he couldn't even, you know, read the script. He couldn't remember them. He couldn't read them. He couldn't do anything. And it's a debilitating illness. It's something that's basically, you know, it's taken away from your mental faculties. Okay? And I'm not sure by the time that they filmed this, because this was like around 20, it's going from 2020, 2021 that we saw in the first 2 episodes. If they knew at that time the definitive diagnosis was dementia. With that being said, we're going to assume that they did not. And even so, the fact that you see this woman going through what she's going through and behaving erratically as she has, and y'all still decided, regardless of the fact whether she wanted to or not, you can clearly tell that this woman is not in her right mind. And you still participated in filming her in this tragic state of being. And for what reason? For what reason? Honestly, if you want to say, where is Wendy Williams? We did not need to see all of this of her stumbling, bumbling around, erratically out of control. People already been seeing that in the blogs. We didn't need to expand on that part. What we needed to see, if you was going to do a documentary, is to start off, where the hell is she? Okay, give us a quick synopsis of what's been going on. We ain't need to see all this. You know, I don't like to see people when they're lowest. I don't care who it is. And I'm one of the people that be like, girl, I don't care about this person, this person, this person. But one thing about it, 2 things for sure. I would never wish ill upon a person. I would never wish, tragedy on a person. I would never wish bad health on a person or whatever. Regardless of what they do, will depend on, if you did some foul stuff that you're supposed to be in jail for, and y'all know, like harming the kid, harming the elderly and all that stuff, unjustly killing somebody, I'm not talking about you. But if you just talking shit about people, whatever, okay, fine, I can ignore that. Like, whatever happens, but I'm not finna gloat in it. I'm not finna sit here and be like, oh, well, that's what you get or whatever. No. And then you putting it out here, and I think what's making me mad more so about this, because I'm not the biggest Wendy Williams fan, okay? I never really watched her talk show. Listen, back in the day, I knew of Wendy Williams before some of y'all knew of Wendy Williams. Some of y'all knew Wendy Williams when Wendy Williams was on the talk show. Yes, I watched a couple episodes here and there. Yes, I watched clips here and there. Yes, I kiki. Yes, I felt some type of way that she was doing too much, or she was just real ignorant sometimes, But I knew Wendy Williams from back in the day when she was on the radio station. Okay, I knew Radio Wendy, and and I wasn't even old enough to listen to that stuff. You know what I'm saying? And so when I got acclimated to her, that's how I knew about her. So when I found out that she got a talk show, I said, now how the hell she get a talk show? And she was crazy and I'm talking about with her mouth and the things that she said on her talk show. How's she gonna get away with that her radio show? How's she gonna get away with saying stuff like that on her talk show? But see, she calmed it down for the talk show, but it still was, But here's my thing. I'm disgusted by this whole situation. I'm disgusted. Because honestly, what I feel like is going on is abuse in some form or another. I don't know what type, but it's just not right. Y'all, it's just not right. I'm not finna get on here and trash this lady and kick her while she down and give y'all what y'all probably want to hear. Oh, that's what she get. No, I'm not finna do that. And it was hard for me. Like, I literally had to keep pausing this and go and doing something else to get back to it, because it was hard for me. And I know if I would have watched this with the mental state that I was in yesterday, like, it was a lot of stuff that was going on that just kind of like built up in me, and I just really I really kind of blocked out everything yesterday, And if I would have tried to force myself to watch this, baby, I would have got on here so fucking angry, And I didn't want to do that, but I'm just going to come with a level head and just say, this did not need to be filmed. And if you was going to film it, it shouldn't have been aired. The Guardians tried to sue or get petition the court to, a judge to stop Lifetime and A&E, because A&E is the parent company, from airing this show. They said no, proceed with airing it. And I can see why. Is it because the Guardians really care about what Wendy Williams is going through? Absolutely not. Honestly, I feel like they petitioned to try to get this not to air because it's gonna spread light on whoever they are. We may not know who they are in particular. We may not know them by name, whoever that person or persons are. But at the end of the day, the people are not dumb and the people see exactly what's going on. This woman is being taken advantage of. Okay. And at this point, they're trying to make it seem like it's not the family, it's everybody else that's around her. And until I see part 2, I'm prone to believe that. And this woman is literally deteriorating right before their eyes, and they are okay with the things that are going on with her. You have the team, you have her management team, you have her manager, Will, which, let's just put it out there. Everybody on that team and everybody that's working with Wendy right about now or when this was filmed, they are enablers and they are only there because they want to check. That's just what it seemed like, because I just in good faith cannot stick around and constantly and contribute to the behavior and to the activities that's going on with this woman and contribute to her slowly killing herself, because that's literally what she's doing. You know her history with alcoholism. You know her history with drug issues, whatever. Thank goodness she's not doing drugs from what I hear. I mean, they didn't say nothing about that on on this part, these 2 first episodes, but it's alcohol. You see the behavior is very erratic. It's up and down. She cried at a drop of a dime. As soon as the show came on and she's talking about her manager, Will, and they was like, who is he to you? And then she described him 2 words. And next thing you know, she busts out crying. No. Okay. No. Then you got Will himself. How is he her manager? I just don't understand. How is he her manager? I know they went over the history as to the way that they met and all of that, and how he became manager of her after the divorce between her and her ex-husband. And I'm just sitting here like, it's almost like a fashion show for him. I don't know. You know, that one time when he was like, you know, make sure I look good or whatever, that rubbed me raw. The way that he was speaking rubbed me raw. Something about him just don't seem like he has her intentions good at heart. Like he has good intentions for her. It's given very much, let me put on for the cameras because I know the cameras are here, so let me act a certain way. Especially during that scene where he was talking about he was going, every time he comes to her apartment, he looks for the alcohol, and then they were showing him going from, room to room, looking in the cabinets and all this stuff for the alcohol or whatever. Yeah, it gave very much stage in that sense because you knew the cameras was there. Other than that, I really truly feel like they don't give a damn, especially him. Does not give a damn if she's doing drinking or not. And I got that feeling because every time they was talking to him in the individual interview about, do you think anything is going on? Do you think she has a drinking problem? Do you think she had a drink? Do you think she was drunk? I mean, I don't know if she was drunk or whatever. I think she was just tired. You know, I don't know if this is going on. I can't say because I didn't see it, whatever. And I'm just like, what? When they asked the publicist the same thing, do you think she has a drinking problem? Do you think something is going on with her health? At this current time, no, because I know how Wendy is. And, you know, if she got something going on, she know how to fix it. She know how to get through it. She know how to get control of it and all this stuff. And I'm sitting here like, what? Are you serious? And to think that it's okay to be spoken to the way that Wendy speaks. Now, if you trying to put it out there and make it seem as though Wendy speaks to people the way that she's speaking on this show, on this documentary, to her employees, to the people that she so-called called friends, because like she said, she ain't got none, you know, and you doing all of that and you allowing yourself to be spoken to that way, that means that you saying that this is how she always been speaking to people prior to the dementia prognosis, and the fact that, you know, this is what she been doing years before. That's what you trying to say? Because if that's the case, then you trying to put it out there that she really is a terrible person. Because ain't no way in hell you gonna have me sitting here and I'm trying to work for you and help you with your image and your career, whatever, and you gonna tell me I like your face, your hair, but baby, you need lipo. Then call me fat. And let me tell you something. Girl, the way my mouth dropped for a second and the way that lady took that, now, Sean, you need to be fired, okay? I'm going to just put that out there right now. You need to be fired because you know exactly that something is going on. Can y'all imagine Beyonce telling Missy that, bitch, you need to this and this. Girl, I know Yvette would have cussed her ass out, okay? Listen, because she was like, no, bitch, I knew you when you was a kid, okay? So you ain't finna talk to me like that. You may pay me, but let's be clear. You not my only client and you not really my bread and butter. Well, she kind of is, but hey, okay? Because I can go off and do something else. I don't need you. You need me. That's some shit Missy Yvette probably say. But at this point, I'm sitting here looking at the way that this is going on. Girl, if Wendy would have told me or anybody would have told me some shit like that, I would have had to quit. I would have had to quit, okay? And then I probably would have went in her bathroom and sat on the floor and cried, okay? Like, this bitch just called me fat and she called me dumb as hell. Oh my God. Oh my God. And here goes Shine. You know, I just have thick skin, you know what I'm saying? I shouldn't have to have thick skin to work with my employee like this, okay? And I'm not a sensitive person. But it seems like this has happened more than once. And this is not normal, okay? And for you to just keep up with it, like, why? Why are you staying? Why are you staying? That whole thing, and for her to say that, you know, she don't think anything is going on with her health when you just went through this whole scenario of y'all trying to get vape pens for her. And that whole going, let's go buy the Wendy Williams Sherry Shepherd show. And then we get this one. And then you going back and forth into the shop and it's the same. That whole thing, and you don't think nothing is going on, and then she's lashing out, but then she apologized. You don't think nothing is going on? You don't think that that's normal? That's not normal? Like, come on. And I'm just like, it pissed me off so bad because you got the nephew talking about how when they brought her down to Florida, got her together, she was fine. But then when she had to come back up there to New York, that's when stuff started falling off the rails again because the family was not around her. Her son is no longer around her because, you know, they had him, you know, taken away from her, out of her care and all that stuff because they thought he was the one taking advantage of her, you know, spending the money. Baby, they said $80,000 for rent on his apartment. I said, now, is that $80,000 a year or $80,000 a fucking month? Which one is it? I'm pretty sure it had to be a year total because, God damn, buy the bitch all the time. That's what I was thinking. Like, just go ahead and bag, you know? And then $100,000 or more, whatever, on Uber Eats. What? Now, that part really just had me going like, what? But then they was like, hold on. You trying to say that Kevin Jr. was the one that was taking all this money. But then again, you got like Wendy herself spending $120,000 on his birthday party. And he's saying, I don't take nothing from my mama unless she tell me to. Okay. And they haven't been in contact when this was filming at this point in time for 8 months. And mostly it's because he does not like it when she drinks. He does not want her to drink at all. And for the people to act as if they don't see that there's a problem with her drinking when you have history and you have known knowledge that she was an alcoholic, that she was a drug addict, that she has addiction problems. And you are sitting here enabling it. You are enabling it. Because what, you want to get paid? You want to say that you work with Wendy Williams? You want to take advantage? I was just like, this was a bad idea. This was a bad idea. And yes, I know it started off with them trying to get her podcast and then it veered off to another situation. This was a bad idea. They should have scrapped the whole thing. They should have scrapped it because this is not a good look for anybody that's in here. The only ones that's coming out not so dirty looking is the nephew and the son. Okay? Because they're the only ones that look like they concerned. And her niece. And then her family. The ones that we saw in the show, this one, minus the brother, because the brother, you know, they had a little tipsy-turvy relationship, so I don't know which side of the fence he be going. Sometimes he be over here, sometimes he be over here, sometimes he be over here. Okay, that's just that. But at the same time, I'm just sitting here looking at this, and it was just really like hurting hurt in my heart to see somebody got to go through that, and you have nothing but vultures and leechers all around you, and they know that this woman is not in her right mind frame, and they're trying to convince themselves to say that she is fine and she could take care of it or whatever, and she knows this and that or that. And if her own son, who she loves more than anything or should, has an issue with the fact that she's drinking, and then when she's around you guys, she's drinking and nobody is saying anything, you are enabling. Yes, she's a grown-ass woman. She can do what she wants, but you ain't got to stay there and watch her slowly kill herself. Okay? It ain't that much money and that much love in the world, because I can never do that. I've been in that situation. And that is why this pisses me off so bad when it comes to this. My uncle, and for those that do not know, my uncle passed away almost 10 years ago. Okay? My uncle was my best friend. My uncle was the first person I came out to. Okay? Because he was gay. So he kind of peeped it. You know? And from then on, like, our bond was always close. Our bond was always tight. But once I came out to him, it became even tighter. So imagine being so close to a person like that, and then all of a sudden you see them dealing with stuff that you did not understand that they were going through, because you found out later. But you see the change in them. And then you see them because they're now being around another family member, their sister, who is and always has been an addict, whether it's alcoholism or drugs, who got him started on alcohol, who got him started on other stuff probably as well. And then it continued. It continued until the point where this once vibrant had so many dreams and hope and aspirations of being in the industry, wanting to design clothes, wanting to do fashion, because he was all about the fashion. And you see all of that just going away because he was literally wasting away, because he let himself go to a bottle, to alcohol, to the point where you mess up the relationships that you have with the people that was in your life, that truly, truly, truly care for you, who truly, truly loved you, and who would do anything for you, and did not want to see you in that position, in that predicament. You mess up the relationship so bad that the people didn't even want to be around you. And my mom was just so happened to be like, okay, fine, he can stay with us. And that's where everything really went to hell. Nobody wanted to take care of him because he had burned so many bridges because of his alcoholism. And it came out of nowhere. And it is so easy. It is so easy to get addicted to drugs, to get addicted to alcohol, because it didn't take it over time. It was just like as soon as he started, he couldn't stop. To the point where we had to take care of him. And my sister was going to nursing school, so therefore she knew how to, go about certain stuff. Because he became so sick, so ill, deteriorated so bad, to the point where he could not take care of himself. He could barely walk. He basically laid down in our basement all day. My sister had to come down there and help clean him up, help him go to the bathroom, wipe his ass, wash his ass, clean his sores, because he couldn't do nothing. So he was getting bed sores on his body because his body was failing him. His organs was failing him because of what? Alcoholism. Until he had to be rushed to the hospital and his body went into sepsis. And he died from sepsis because of alcoholism. So I see this and it just pisses me off. Because that lady is getting that lady is getting taken advantage of, and I'm sorry, y'all. To actually have been through something and then to see somebody being taken advantage of, and now to find out that she has dementia is all making it all the worse. Because you see the signs and you have nobody stepping in for real, for real. And the one thing that really stuck out to me with the nephew when he said, I can't stand my Uncle Kevin, but one thing about it, for the stuff that he did to her, but one thing about it is when he was around, even though he was, doing what he was doing, cheating on her and all that stuff, which played a part in her mental deterioration and everything, because, that hurt her, that depressed her, understood, you found out that the love of your life, the person that you thought that was going to be with you, the person that helped you, was your partner in all things, cheat on you. And not only cheat on you, is having a baby with the person that they cheated on you with. You find that out, you tell me how mentally stable you will be. You tell me that, okay? One thing he said was, even though he was all that, he did all that shit, he ain't never have her out here struggling like that. He would have never had her out there looking crazy like this. The paparazzi getting her in her most vulnerable moments and all this stuff. And I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. Like, I just cannot stand seeing people taking advantage of. I can't stand seeing people that is obviously going through something and you can see it. You can see it very, very fucking clear. You are not blind. You are not dumb, but you are willing to just go ahead. And then you up here talking about a fucking podcast. And I know some of the people was talking about, yeah, she needs to be on a podcast. She should do this. That's before we knew the severity of what was going on. So I'm not mad at the people for saying, oh, yeah, we wanted a podcast. And now we see why we couldn't get a podcast. Because I'd rather listen to a podcast from Wendy than actually look at her show. No shade, because I'm pretty sure the podcast would have been way much more. It would have been like Radio Wendy. But it's crazy. And then now I feel bad. I feel bad because it's been a lot of stuff that's been going on that's been juicy in the entertainment world, y'all know, for the past year or so. And I'm like, damn, and I'm pretty sure a lot of us all have said, man, if Wendy Williams was around, this shit, she would have said this, she would have did this, she would have did that. But now we see why. She don't need to come back. She needs to worry about getting her health in order. And the fact that she could sit there and admit that all she likes is alcohol and vodka and all that stuff and drinking that whole bottle of vodka in one day. Baby, what? I fucked myself up so bad one time because I drank. It was absolute vodka, and it wasn't the big bottle. It was the little bottle that was like probably this big and this small but this big. I fucked around and drank that whole thing in one setting. Don't ask me why. When I tell you, I felt terrible. I felt the worst that I've ever felt before. I literally thought I was gonna die. And I did that one time, and I've never done it again. Okay? Listen, the last time I had alcohol, it was my birthday. It was my birthday. That was it. And prior to that, I hadn't had alcohol. I had a little drink on New Year's Eve and New Year. But other than that, have I been drunk? Have I been like, oh, let me go get a drink, let me do this? Absolutely not. I think the last time I actually had something to drink was when we was going through concert season. And I only had drinks at the concerts. That's it. Actually going to get some, no. And the only reason why, I see what it is. I see how that is and how you can easily get slipped into that whole addiction. And I do not want that to happen to me. It's been so much shit that's been going on in my family already. So much that's been going on with my mental as it is. I don't want that to happen. And I don't want to be a burden and have to have my family and friends worrying about me in that sense, okay? I don't want to add any other extra stuff to things. I will try to eliminate stuff and make it as easy as possible for people. And it's the fact that when you see Wendy Williams, you just got people that are leeching off of her. We're the guardians. I want somebody to put them on blast. Put them on blast. Put them on blast, because y'all trying to make it seem like the family is the one that's trying to take advantage of her. Y'all taking advantage of her. All right? Y'all taking advantage of her. And I don't give a damn if she paying you or if she saying, go get my... She shouldn't be vaping in her condition. She shouldn't be fucking drinking alcohol in her condition. Okay? What she needs to do is have her ass sitting up on that chair and have her feet elevated. All right? That's what she needs to do. That's what she needs to be doing. And it's so hard because, especially now that they know you have to deal with a lot of people differently who have these mental disabilities at this point. She has dementia. So yeah, dementia can have you acting out. And this is a time where, and this is why I'm saying, like, the way the publicist was trying to say, like, her behavior, she don't think nothing is going on with her health. So that's why I asked the question. So you mean to tell me you think you trying to say that Wendy always been like this? No, I'm pretty sure that she has not been that nasty of a person to people and calling them out and all that stuff or whatever. I'm pretty sure you could not. I would have been like, this ain't the person that I knew. And then I would have had my antennas up like something is not right. And I would have been saying something. Even her son was saying, like, in the past 10 years, they realized he's seen the changes. She's not the same person. So this has been going on for a while, and it's been building up and building up and building up until it's became so out there that you can't deny it. And I feel like they still trying to deny it. Not the son, but the people that work around her. Because clearly you can see, even though we are not doctors and they're not doctors, and you don't want to give people unofficial diagnosis, but you can tell that something is not right mentally. All right, for somebody to just start acting erratically the way that she is, the alcoholism and I don't know, people are taking advantage of her, and I just want her to get better. I don't need her to come back to TV. She don't need to have a podcast. She needs to be truly focusing on her health. Okay, that's just what she needs to do. Honestly, I feel like the business part of the reason why she got, going through the stuff that she was going through too. All that wear and tear on her body. The same thing happened to my mama. My mama worked for over 30 years. And practically the majority of it, she had no help in the position that she was doing. Plus, she was a single mother. She had to wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning to drop us off, walk us miles to the babysitter, then to walk to the bus stop, then to walk and do all this stuff every day, back, coming home and going. Wear and tear on her body until all of the stuff that they had her doing at work, her job was stressing her out. Her job was, fucking with her health to the point where once she moved, all of a sudden, my mom got sick, as y'all know. My mom's body finally gave out and said, bitch, it's time to fucking rest and get us together. She had to early retire, even though she'd been working over 30 years at the same company. She early retired. And ever since then, my mama has been doing better because her work was literally killing her. And you got Wendy and these people that be up in the industry and all this stuff. It just be blowing my mind, especially the ones that just be constantly working. It makes me nervous. And that's why I feel some type of way when people demand so much. And we got to catch ourselves. We demand so much from these entertainers and not realizing and keep on forgetting. Do we not forget that these people are also human too, and they can't do everything? And yes, they are in the spotlight, that's their job or whatever, but they need a break as well. When we be talking about these music stars, whatever, I want them to do this, I want them to do that, I want them to do this, at this, baby, they need a fucking break as well. I know I shouldn't bring her up, but case in point, Beyonce. Okay, this bitch just came off of a fucking world tour, massive. All right, and people want her to go back on tour for this act 2. Bitch just got off a tour. Let her break. Let her have a fucking break. Okay, we are human. We need to let our body healed. Okay, we need to have some sense of normalcy somewhere, somehow. And that's what Wendy needs. She don't need to be back in the spotlight. She don't, unless y'all telling us that she is fully recovered, which I don't feel like she ever will be. She won't be. She is deteriorating, and you got yes men and people and vultures around her just taking advantage. And this is a case in point. This is case in point, the fact that we are sitting here and we're part of the problem too, because we're sitting here and we're talking about it because we actually sat our ass down and we watched this shit. And we're talking about it and we're putting it up on our channels or whatever so that we can get little money off of it or whatever. See? Everybody's using fucking everybody at this point, and it's disgusting. Disgusting. Like, bitch, y'all tell me how y'all felt about it. I just had to keep it real. Yeah, I'm not talking about if I watched the second part, I'll probably mention a little bit of it and what it is, but you're not getting another video individually on it because I'm too disgusted by this whole thing. I wouldn't want to see nobody in no position like this. I don't want to see all of that. I don't want to remember people that made a difference or an impact, or whether good or bad. I don't want to see them in such a negative place or whatever. That's not the image that I want to remember them by. Like, no. But y'all tell me how y'all feel. I know it's gonna be mixed comments or whatever, but y'all just be respectful, okay? And I'll see you guys later. Peace.